Hello and welcome back to my channel, Sammy's Witchcrafts. Well, I hope you're all well. I hope you're all getting into the Christmas mood. How did you get on with making the bow? It's a lovely little thing to make. I've got my little decorations and this is what I made last year. So if you haven't seen how to make one of them Father Christmas gonks, I'll put a link up here. So you can go and have a little look, check it out. So there's my bows and there's my bells that I made. So what are we making today? Well, we're doing another paper craft. I'm into the paper mood at the minute. And what we're making is, it's like a big snowflake. Oh, it's come undone now. So it looks complicated, doesn't it? But it's not. It's quite straightforward. So what we need to make this is, we need a piece, we need 6 pieces of these. We need 6 pieces. I've done my size by 5 inches by 5 inches. If you want to make it bigger, you can do it by 6, or if you want to make it smaller. But it's got to be, again, it's got to be square. So we need 6 sheets of those. We need a ruler, some glue, a pencil, and a pair of scissors. So let's go and make, we call it a star, I call it a snowflake because I think it looks like a big snowflake. So I'm going to go and get ready. We're going to go and make this. So what I've done is I've made 5 of the other shapes that we need to make, because it takes ages for me to sit here and make all 6 of them. So I've made the other ones. So I'm going to show you how you make one of these shapes. This is one of the corners of the snowflake. So I've made the other 5 of those. So now what I'm going to do is I'm now going to show you how I made one of those. So the first thing we do is we fold our square piece of paper in half. So we're going like the diagonal fold. Then we turn and this point here, we then fold into that corner. So now we've got a little triangle. We've got one where the fold is, and then we've got the gap with the folds. So first thing we do is we get our pencil and our ruler, and where we've got the fold, we're going to put, I'm going to do it quite dark just so then you can see it on the camera, but when you do this yourself, if you do it lightly so you can just see where the line is, then when you come to put all the when you put all this together, when you fold it into its shape, you can see on here, I don't know if you can see on this one, you can see the pencil lines, but I just wanted to keep them quite dark so then you could see what I mean. So along this folded edge here, I'm going to mark out, it doesn't matter whereabouts on the ruler that you mark it, but we're going to be marking 5mm, half a centimetre. So line it up with the centimetre, and then where it's halfway, 5mm, we put a little dot, and then we draw a line the length of that side. Now I'm going to turn it So then I'm going to be measuring along this bit here, and what I'm going to do is I'll start at the top here, go to the middle, and I'm going to roughly mark out a centimetre, 10 mils along the ruler. And if you're using a 5" by 5", it goes up to the number 5. You can't do number 6 because you won't be able to fold that tiny piece down there. It doesn't matter that that's a little bit longer. You'll see why when I make the folds. So now I turn it, and where I've got my markings, I'm now going to place my ruler there. And like I said, don't do these too dark because you don't want it to show up on the snowflake. But I'm going to do it dark so you can see. So where you've got your line going down here, I'm not going to go across there. I'm only going to go where the line is, and I'm just going to go across each point that I've marked out. They haven't got to be spot on, just a rough guide really. And then the last one. So now you've got to make sure that you do this line across here on the folded side. If you do it on this side, it won't work. So now what we do is where you've drawn your lines along here, you get your scissors and you cut right through, keeping it folded, and cut. And then just cut up to that line. So I don't snip the paper right in half. So now we have our cuts. Then what we do is, let's make a pencil, we're now going to open up, if I can find the end, and this is what it looks like. So now we're going to start doing the folding. More glue! Right, so for this first part, if you have your piece of paper with your cuts sort of facing, so the cuts are facing you, so you can lift them up. This very first fold can be a little bit tricky. So what I do is I get a pencil and I roll it over the middle. Then I glue the side that's, once it's rolled over it'll be underneath, but at the moment it's on the top. So if you just glue that section there, then roll this over and then try and line then once it's stuck and you're happy, you can move your pencil. And that's the only time we're going to be using the pencil to do that. The rest of it is just going to be fingers. Then we turn it over and we go to the next cut, which is this one here. And again, Put your thumb underneath. Dab a bit of glue on there. And then what I try and do is I try and line my point up, if I can get hold of it, where you've got this point here. I try and line the point up with the bottom part of that other point. Then we turn it over and we just do this all the way until we've got no more to turn over. So we bring that up and over and then line the points up and press down and turn over. Try not to press onto this, because if you do that you're going to put creases in your paper and you really don't want that. So glue that side, bring up the next cut, place point to point and turn over. And again we're going to do the same. Grab your next cut, bend over and then squeeze the paper together. And the last one, turn it over, apply your glue, put your glue cap back on so it doesn't dry out. Oops. Bend that over and then meet the point to point. How quick was that? It's so quick. So we need to make 6 of these. So that's the one I've just made, and here are the other 5 that I made not so long ago. So now we've got to glue them all together to get this shape. What I also try and do is you can either have them all facing the same way like that, the middle bit all facing the same way, or what I like to try and do is I like them to face in towards each other. So that one's facing out, so I need to turn that one over. That one goes that way, and I turn that way. But you can do it whichever way you like to do it. We're now going to get the glue your bottom part of your side and then stick the bottoms together, lining it up best you can. And get the next one, next side, put a bit of glue and add the next side. Get a bit of glue on this piece. Stick that in there. You may have to bend it a little bit while the glue's still wet. You can sort of move it about a little bit. one. I've got glue all over my fingers. Glue that into the middle. And the last one, the glue ones, I'll make sure I got it right. Yeah, that's right. Bit of glue on there. Open the middle up and glue it in there. You stick it down. Then it should just go it all into place. And that is how easy that is. And you can just juggle it around a little bit and get it into its shape. I've used A4 like printing paper, then cut it into the 5 inches. And you can, if you want, you can also glue up here. So where the cross is there, put a dab of glue. And then just stick them together. Just go around to all those points. You haven't got to do this, but I just think it keeps it together better. Just lining them up with the one it's next to. So where it's the cross is there, I then get that cross and then I line it up the best I can. Go around to this section. Meet those two there. Got 2 more I think to do yet. This one, if you look closely on here, you can see my pencil lines. That's why it's best not to do the pencil lines too thick or too dark. And the last one, they may come unstuck. You may have to sit there and go around a couple of times, just squeezing them, just making sure that the glue's catching. So that is our paper snowflake. So I hope you enjoyed that little paper craft. And I've done a few paper crafts just of late, but you can do so much with paper. You can make some really, really lovely things. And I'll just keep making them. So like I said, you can even make it, if you use 6 inches by 6 inches, it is quite a lot bigger. But you can make really small ones, and yet again you can make them so they go up in the tree. If you've got a nice big window, you can sort of do a few. If you've got, I've got 2. That looks quite pretty. Or you can join them together and have them coming down. You can do them so they're 3 different sizes or 4 different sizes. But they look really nice in a window. And you can add some diamantes or some glitter. Oh, I love glitter. And they're going to look nice up on my wall. So let me know in the comments what you thought of that paper craft, of the paper snowflake. So if anyone has made any of the last couple of crafts that I've done, send me an email with a photograph, and then if you want me to, I'll put it in my next video. I'll show what people have made. And if you want me to put your name along the bottom, I'll put your name along the bottom. If you don't and you just want me to see them, just let me know. But and also, if you haven't already, press that subscribe button. Oh, I haven't said this one. Dingle that bell. I'll have to get a little bell for notifications, so then when I do put a video up, I'm trying to get one up as many as I can at the minute, because I haven't done any for such a long time, and there's so many different ideas, especially this time of year, that I've got loads going in my head. I think, yeah, I can show that. Oh yeah, I can show that. Or what about this? Oh yes. So yeah, but I haven't finished what I was saying. Don't forget to subscribe, like, thumbs up, and share. Share my channel. It means so much to me. Thank you for all your wonderful comments. It really, really means a lot to me. So anyway, Sammy, which crafts are we going to do next? You'll have to come back and see. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. You all take care, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye for now.